Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So now I've just watched this movie, came out quite a few years ago, called Australia, starring Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. This is a pretty good movie. It's a fairly good movie. I enjoyed watching it. I really like both I like all the acting performances in the movie. Everybody did a good job, particularly Hugh Jackman and Nicole Kidman. I mean, they're really great actors, pretty much good in anything they're in. Hugh Jackman brought a lot of charisma, and I like the character he played. This is a one. I certainly wouldn't say one of his best, but this is like one of the quite good performances that Hugh Jackman's turned in, and same with Nicole Kidman too. It's nothing anything more special than other projects she's worked on, but it's definitely up there with one of the good ones for sure. And the landscape cinematography was cool in this. You can tell there was definitely a lot of actual on-location shooting. It looks to me like it was kind of a blend, a mashup between actual landscape cinematography with like tidbits of CGI to kind of enhance it up, and some really good, like the cinematography is really good all around, really good composition, and it looked as though, from my perspective anyway, it looked as though with the cinematography they were using some sort of filter on the camera that made all the colors pop, and made it extra bright, and made everything just kind of extra vivid. Especially, it looked like there was a lot of natural light. It seemed like to me too that I didn't see too much like studio-looking lights. It looked like a lot of natural lighting, which is another thing I really liked about the film. It deals with some heavy material. It's a good, I'm sure somebody who knew a little bit more of all the details could nitpick this, that, and the other about it historically, but I do think, from what I know, it does a good job at depicting the history of Australia, and this takes place pre World War One, and it's a mix. It's a romance, it's an adventure, it's a historical drama as well. It's another one of those movies that's kind of blended genres, but yeah, it basically centers around Hugh Jackman's character as a drover. That's what everybody calls him. He's just the drover. And Nicole Kidman's character is coming in from England. And basically, to make a long story short, a whole bunch of heavy political stuff goes on in the film. And again, it's quite an eye-opener that way. And you can tell a lot of it is true and based on very real things. There's even, there's facts at the end credits of the movie. There's also some sort of warning of some kind. I forget exactly what it said at the beginning, that, people could be sensitive to this subject matter due to, people having really relevant history with it. So, I forget exactly what it said, but so it definitely delves into heavy material that way, and is some eye-opening material for sure, and kind of does it's one of those, it's not a great movie, but it kind of does make you think. It's one of those ones that you will think about it for the next few days after you watch it, and you will think about the political message, and all of that kind of stuff. You'll notice that. And for bad things, it's a little long. I will say it kept my attention all the way through. The runtime didn't seem as bad as it would if it were a more boring film, but it definitely has a pretty hefty runtime. Could have been trimmed down a little bit more. It seems like it has several endings. Like, there's like at least a good 5 moments that seem like they would have worked as an ending, or could be an ending. but it just keeps, so it fumbles on pacing. It does not have very good pacing at all. But it's worth the watch. I think I will give Australia a B+. I think that will be my grading for the film Australia. And as for the cheese grading, damn, I don't know. Again, I think this is another one that's like a mozzarella. Again, delicious, but it's meant to be served to certain people on a certain dish at a certain time, and if it's not exactly that time, somebody might not have the greatest time with the film. So that's my review for Australia, everybody. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please come back for more.